Now let me show you how to use the multiscope in phase correlation mode. So switch the mode from frequency to scope instead. And what you're looking at here is a phase correlation scope. And it's important to check the phase relationship of your audio mix down to make sure that it's not out of phase. If it is, bad things can happen. And so when you're playing your mastered project through the multiscope in phase correlation mode, this meter over on the left-hand side should be in the positive range. You'll notice that that little bar is not going below 0. If it was going below 0, chances are you've got a phase problem inside of your master. That can happen on a track, it can happen with bad cables or a phase reverse switch being set on your mixer or audio interface before you record a track. And if you use the phase correlation mode on the multiscope, it'll actually show you if you're out of phase. And let me go ahead and set this up to fail. I'm going to close my mixer window, and I'm going to highlight my drum track, and then under the audio pull-down menu, I'm going to select process and reverse phase. And I'm going to reverse the phase on the left channel of drums, and then hit process. Now when I play my whole project, in my headphones right now, I can actually hear that that's out of phase. But if we look at the multiscope, look, that phase correlation meter has dropped below 0 and is now in the negative zone. So we can actually see that there is a phase problem on at least one of our tracks inside of Cubase. If I were to undo that phase reversal, oh, that sounds a lot better. And our phase correlation meter has bounced back up into the positive realm. So the multiscope allows you to see if you have a phase problem. Figuring out where that phase problem is might be a little bit harder, but what you would do is you would go through every single track and solo the track while the multiscope is on and see which track might have a phase problem on the phase correlator. So it's a good idea to call up the multiscope and put it into phase correlation mode before you mix your project down to ensure that your mastered project will not be out of phase. And now it's time to start using all of the plugins that we've learned about and use them on one of your projects.